Coming up this morning on Daybreak, Wakulla County Sheriff Charlie Creel is holding a press conference this morning. What he plans on addressing during that meeting.
West Florida's legislative session kicks off tomorrow. What lawmakers are hoping to accomplish this year.
And Governor Rick Scott spent his Sunday visiting a Florida town damaged by a tornado. We'll tell you just how much damage was actually done.
And Rob McToll is here talking about that forecast for this brand new Monday morning. Kind of cold as we start out today.
Live from the WCTV studios, this is Eyewitness News Daybreak. Coverage you can count on.
Good Monday morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us for Daybreak. And definitely a chilly start out there this morning. Art actually broke out the sweater vest this morning.
As you should.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's one of those mornings that some people might even have a little ice on the windshield today.
It is January.
It is
every bit of January out there. It was cool over the weekend, too. Going to stay that way for the first half of this week. Now, there's nothing on the radar picture, and there isn't going to be. Whatever cloud cover that might even try to develop later can only help us out because it might prevent temperatures from getting as low as they otherwise will when those temperatures bottom out tomorrow morning, even lower than this morning. And this morning's as cool as we've had in a while. It's 32 degrees in Thomasville. Camilla now below freezing at 30. We're at 33 degrees at Quincy, but it's only 29 in Albany. A little warmer in Perry at 36. Same story at the airport in Tallahassee, 36. It's 34 degrees at Wilma, and it's 33 degrees in Quincy. We've got a little breeze out of the north and northwest still, too. That'll make it feel maybe 5 degrees colder than it is, and it's already cold enough. So it's a big jacket and a bundle them up kind of morning for sure. As we go through our day today, plenty of sunshine, but it's only going to warm things up so much. Likely going to see those top temperatures struggle. Maybe we get into the mid-50s this afternoon. Maybe. I think it's going to get even colder tonight than it did last night. So our Tuesday morning likely to be the coldest of the week. We'll break that down with the full forecast, guys, in just a couple of minutes.
All right, thank you, Rob. 5:31 right now. Wakulla County Sheriff Charlie Creel scheduled to hold a press conference this morning concerning a 2015 whistleblower complaint.
The complaint was filed against WCSO, and an investigation began in March. Well, it finally became a close last month. The areas investigated included proper use of a vehicle purchased with a grant, a deputy on administrative suspension alleged to be working off-duty details, alleged improper use of inmate labor, and a question of intimidation against a former employee. That press conference will begin at 10 this morning at the Wakulla County Sheriff's Office.
Also happening today, the CEO of Calhoun Liberty Hospital, as well as Reverend R.B. Holmes, will be hosting a press conference at the hospital. It'll detail the development of a task force of medical personnel and community members to improve communication with the community. This comes after the death of 57-year-old Barbara Dawson, who died after being arrested at the hospital for refusing to leave. It is scheduled to begin at 2 p.m.
Well, a man is now in custody after a hostage situation in Tallahassee yesterday afternoon. Well, police were called out to 1614 Levy Avenue on the southwest end of town around 3:30 p.m. According to TPD, a man took some sort of drug, armed himself, and began acting erratically. Well, the suspect said no one inside the home was allowed to leave. However, they were able to go unharmed. Charges could be pending. Georgia's legislative session starts today. Governor Nathan Deal will deliver his State of the State address Wednesday. Education is expected to be a big focus this session. Religious freedom and gambling are also expected to be big topics. Session is set to end on March 31st.
Florida lawmakers are about to begin their 2016 session as well. In fact, they are hoping to avoid the chaos of last year when the House and Senate had a hard time agreeing on the issues. Lawmakers specifically are hoping the Republican-led chambers can work more cooperatively. Some of the first issues to be addressed will be those that failed last year, like a massive water protection plan and bills aimed at helping the developmentally disabled. They will also consider expanding gun rights, approving a gambling agreement between Governor Scott and the Seminole tribe, as well as tax cuts and fracking regulations.
And speaking of Governor Scott, he was in Cape Coral yesterday where he got a chance to see some of the damage caused by a tornado. The twister hit Cape Coral with winds up to 132 miles an hour Saturday night. It damaged about 180 homes, more than a dozen of them seriously. Well, the wind knocked down power lines and trees all over town. Luckily, only 3 people received minor injuries. The initial damage estimates stands at $5.5 million. The governor said that the state will do everything it can to get the town back on its feet. Family and friends celebrated the life of Kendrick Johnson all weekend long.
WCTV's Simone Davis got a chance to speak with them as they shared fond memories about the teen.
Eyes closed and heads bowed at Sunset Hill Cemetery in Valdosta as loved ones conclude a weekend of celebrating the life of Kendrick Johnson.
I'm overwhelmed.
This marks the third year of Johnson's death, who was found dead in a rolled-up gym mat at Lowndes High School in January of 2013. While many from the Valdosta community weren't in attendance most of the weekend, the numbers were made up for with out-of-town attendees.
A lot of people from Valdosta didn't show up, but we got support from all over, Ferguson, Tampa, Deland, Atlanta.
One of those visitors is Erica Walker, who traveled with a group from Atlanta. Walker was arrested in April of last year during a protest for Kendrick Johnson. She believes unity is the only way events like Johnson's won't happen again.
If we continue to let these families stand alone as individuals, then these injustices will continue to occur. The only way they'll stop is if we stand together.
And for Johnson's parents, as long as their son's case is still under investigation, they say the journey to justice is far from over.
So, I mean, it makes you feel good to know that, a lot of people here may not get it, but a lot of people everywhere else are getting it and they support us.
In Valdosta, Simone Davis, WCTV Eyewitness News.
Well, Johnson's parents say they plan to host a celebration for Kendrick's birthday coming up in October.
Well, 2 boaters are now safe after being rescued by the Coast Guard over the weekend. According to Collier County Sheriff's deputies, Juan Martinez Sr. and his son were reported missing after not returning Saturday night. The pair were on board a 22-foot white and gold bayliner that left from a boat ramp in Naples around noon. Coast Guard officials flew over the waters and spotted the boaters Sunday about 25 miles west of Marco Island. Officials brought the 2 to shore. No other details have been released at this time. Well, it was a cold night, and it doesn't look like the near freezing temps will be going away anytime soon.
Temporary cold night shelters in Tallahassee will remain open tonight for anyone in need. Single adults who need to come in from the cold should report to the shelter at Kearney Center at 2650 Municipal Way. Dinner will be served from 6 to 7 p.m. for them and sleeping arrangements made at 8 p.m. For families with children, you should go to the Family Emergency Shelter at the Hope Community, which is located at 2729 West Pensacola Street. Dinner there will be served from 5 to 6, and sleeping arrangements will be made at about 7 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, definitely not the kind of weather you want to be outside in. For sure.
We got lots of cold to talk about.
And even colder tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the cold. It's going to get colder tonight as the temperatures fall a little bit more. The air itself going to be just cold, and throw a little breeze out there this morning makes it feel colder than it is. The radar picture is all clear and quiet. Of course it is. If it's going to get this cold around here, it's got to be awfully dry, and it is awfully dry. We'll break down that full forecast next.